Yo, what is going on, Draft League fans? It is here, the finals of the SPL. We have somehow snuck our way in here, really kind of stealing it from Swave last week with the crit at the end there. But now we're playing Joey. We played Joey week 1 here of the SPL, and we lost 3-0. And Joey went undefeated in the season with the best overall record and insane differential, and he has a Hydrogen Engine Latios. Boy, we got a tall order here today, but we are here to play. I've never beaten Joey in my Draft League career, so I am the ultimate underdog right now, and I'm excited to go over his team. So his team has changed a little bit since we last played him. So I'm going to quickly go over his team and some of the abilities. We know Latios is Hydrogen Engine. He has Tinted Lens too, but he's bringing Hydrogen Engine. I don't think he's ever not brought Hydrogen Engine. He has a Sword of Ruin Terrakion with Aerial 8. I would expect Sword of Ruin. Tinkaton can come here. Tinkaton can both be Regenerator and Levitate, depending on if he wants it to be a really good Garchomp answer or if he just wants it to be like a bulky pivot. So kind of hard to tell where that's going to go if he brings that. Volcanion, the biggest problem in the world for my team, because obviously when we played week 1, it walled off my Entei and kind of ruined Entei. So we got to be really careful around Volcanion. Being Motor Drive or Magikarp are both problematic, so we got to be a little careful with our Zapdos and, you know, Volt switching and stuff around Volcanion. Then he's got regular Ogerpon with Queenly Majesty and Quark Drive, which could absolutely come. Queenly Majesty is good for like things like Banded Entei if I'm banded into E-Speed. Kilowattrel with Primordial Sea and Serene Grace. That could come if he expects me to be Desolate Land Entei or something like that. I don't know if Kilowattrel's coming here. Donphan I expect to come with the Fluffy and Desolate Land. I think that's usually a pretty good... one, it's a ground type, so it kind of can mess up Zapdos a little bit. Gives him a rapid spinner. Fluffy can make him super bulky into things like... it wouldn't help versus Garchomp per se, because Earthquake would still hit really hard. But it would help versus some of my Dragon Stab. He has a Hydreigon. I don't expect Hydreigon to show up here. Because, like I said, my Entei with Pixelate is pretty expected, I would say. So I wouldn't expect Hydreigon to show up. He has a Frostlass. I do think Frostlass is coming here. Like a Technician Frostlass can hurt really bad with the triple axle, with access to Ice Shard. It can do other stuff too. Snow Warning, sure. I would expect it to be Technician here. And then Victory Bell and Cricketune. Cricketune could come if he wants to get Sticky Webs, but I don't expect that because I do have Prankster Defog on Weezing. So that's Joey's team. And as scary as it is, I think I brought the team that we need to beat it. So let's get into it. All right, first up, we're going with our tried and true. Yes, it is the 3rd week in a row. I am bringing Choice Scarf, Cobalion, Verso with Steel Beam, Aura Sphere, Volt Switch, and Focus Blast. We're max because this thing is banking on a speed tie with Terrakion. Like if he's like a Choice Scarf Terrakion, that could go well into my team. So I need to at least be speed tying that. Risking it for the biscuit. Hopefully we win a speed tie if it comes down to it. But Steel Beam hits everything. Aura Sphere hits the rest. The only thing that this thing can't really deal with is Volcanion. Aura Sphere is going to hurt Volcanion, but obviously he's going to eat up the Steel Beam because he 4 times resists. So that's going to be a problem if Volcanion's... We got to break the Volcanion down, first of all. Next up, we're bringing Renoir, the Galarian Weezing. One of the unsung heroes of the team, I think. The Prankster Weezing is definitely low-key quite the threat. We're rocking Max Spadef HP. This thing's goal is mainly to deal with things like kind of like a switch into Volcanion. In a dream world, I can pick off Volcanion with like a Destiny Bond. But we have the Prankster Defog. We have Strange Team. This is low-key also a small answer into the Hydreigon. Flash Cannon could hurt, but because I'm Max Spadef, I think I should live 1 or 2, depending on his investment. So hopefully that'll work out well for us. We have the Black Sludge for recovery as well. Next up, we're bringing God of the Garchomp. I don't think I brought Garchomp in my first match with Joey, but we're bringing it this week because I think it's actually very good. If I can get 2+1, I threaten his entire team, barring any Scarfers. Like his Ogerpon can be Scarf. I mean, he has Mons that are faster than me, but they have to be Scarfers, so it'll kind of reveal his Scarfer if he goes into something. So we have the Scale Shot, Earthquake, Fire Fang, and Swords Dance. Swords Dance is in case I can get in a world where like I'm against Volcanion. I could Swords Dance on Volcanion. I'm just risking a Steam Eruption burn. Am I probably going to click Swords Dance? Probably not. But it's good to have just in case. And Fire Fang is doing a tremendous amount of damage to the Tinkaton. I only need like a little bit of chip on that before Sword of Ruin Fire Fang is taking that out. And the Yachi Berry there is for... I expect Donphan or Frostlass to show up, if not both of them. So this lets me tank an Ice Shard if they're going for it as like a last-ditch attempt to clear out Gara. I should live a shot with Yachi Berry. Next up, we're bringing Swampy the Swamper, our absolute MVP of the season. He's got to come this week. We're rocking max special defense with a lot of HP and 12 speed. We're bringing 12 speed in case he tries to get cute, trying to speed creep me. I forget. I don't have this thing pulled up. I forget which mon it was, but there was like a mon kind of underneath me that I was like, oh, let's just put a little bit of speed there just in case. You never know if it'll mean anything. But next up, we have the flip turn, earthquake, avalanche, and knockoff. Avalanche for if I take a hit from Latios and I can avalanche. It's the hardest move I can hit him with. And I can live one, if I'm at full, I can live one energy ball from a non-choice specs Latios. Yes, I know about Soldu this time. I know about Soldu. So as long as it's not choice specs, I do live an energy ball. And then I can avalanche and I think it does like 80 to 90%. So that's a tremendous amount of damage. Next up, we're bringing Papa the Entei. Instead of choice band this week, we're bringing a pretty cute set here. We have enough speed for a max speed Volcanion here. With 144 Spadef and 252 adamant attack with 4 defense EVs as well there. Rocking the Assault Vest. This thing isn't a Volcanion answer, but it is at least not going to get ruined by a Volcanion in the way that we're not forced to pivot out. Because before what was happening was I was choice banned Entei, and E-Speed does 0 to Volcanion. So I couldn't break the Volcanion with the Entei, and Entei just gave Volcanion a free switch, and I can only switch into Volcanion so many times. So at least this can go for Stomping Tantrum and maybe get like 30-40% on it. So that's good chip. And then my last mon, we're welcoming in some bad juju here, banking on some yellow magic. We're going Choice Scarf, No Guard, Zap Cannon. We have enough speed here to outspeed, not Frostlass, Hydreigon. We have enough speed to outspeed max speed Hydreigon with a little Spadef and max special attack, rocking the Timid Nature. Zap Cannon, Hurricane, Heat Wave, and U-Turn. Zap Cannon, if he doesn't bring Domfin, Zap Cannon's very free except for Volcanion, which I expect Volcanion to be Motor Drive because I do have a Zapdos here, and it gives him a really good answer into it because Hurricane's not doing that much to Volcanion. And then the Heat Wave there was for blah, 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 Frostlass or something like that, whatever. Heat Wave is just good coverage. And then if Domfan tries to switch into Zapdos like that and I go for Heat Wave, it's Sun Boosted Heat Wave. So that's the team. We're playing Joey in the finals, man. My first ever finals appearance, my first ever Draft League playoffs experience. Let's get into the match with Joey. Yo, we are here. It is time for SPL Finals. And I am nervous. I am so nervous. The good news is the team looks like what I expected, and the good news is no Domfan. I am surprised to see the Hydreigon. I like my matchup here. I don't hate it. Obviously, the Latios is the biggest problem. So we have Terrakion, Frostlass, which I did assume was coming here, Tinkaton, Hydreigon, Latios, and Volcanion. Okay, so the big news is this is more or less what we did expect. Okay. The problem is the team's it's still really, really good. What we need to do is take out the Volcanion to free up Entei, because Entei looks fantastic here if we knock out Volcanion. So we need to get rid of that. We're going to go ahead and start off with my dedicated lead was the Scarf Zapdos. We're going double Scarf this week. I'm sure you saw the team builder. We're going double Scarf this week. Scarf, No Guard, Zap Cannon. We're just going to let him off, and we're going to play that kind of speed control game. Good luck, have fun, Joey. This is my finals, man. SPL Finals. If you told me I was going to make the finals at the beginning of the season, I would have said you're insane. So I'm happy to be here, but let's put on a good show for everybody here. I'm pumped up. Oh, man. Who do you lead here? Chrome. Okay, lead Chrome. So the good news... So that makes me feel like you're a Scarf right off the bat, right? That feels like a Scarf. I feel like a Scarf. If you're like, say, you're probably Dragon's Maw. I don't hate... I should be faster than... I am faster than this, even if you are a Scarf. I could just go for my Zap Cannon and paralyze this thing. How much is Dragon's Maw doing to me? Call it Hydreigon, call it a Scarf set, just put Dragon's Maw on it. Dragon's Maw. Draco could kill me. I like a little... Let's go for a U-turn. Let's play a little safe to start. Let's play a little safe to start. Because if I get dropped by a Draco right off the bat, it's not going to be good. We can go into Renoir here. You could go for a Flash Cannon, but if you go for, like... I don't think you go for a Flash Cannon turn 1 in front of a Zapdos, so let's see what you do. Draco. Perfect. Great lead for me there. Now let's see if you're Scarf. You could have the Flash Cannon, which would be fine. Let's go for a Strange Steam. Let's just go for a Strange Steam. I could try to double back into Zapdos or something, but if you switch here, your Scarf. Let's see what you do. Yeah, much happier doing that. So you're probably Dragon's Maw. That just feels like a Scarf Dragon's Maw play, you know what I mean? That's just what that feels like. Not, okay, so not Scarf. Not Scarf. Stealth Rock. Draco. Let's knock out. Ooh, and Weezing takes the early KO. We'll take that. Weezing KOs Hydreigon with Strange Steam. I'll take the early KO there. I'm pretty happy with that. We're going to have to focus on getting a defog here. More to Juice. Who's this? Okay, this thing comes in. I do need to get rid of those rocks. So I will defog those away because it's very important for Entei later. Let's defog it. Let's get rid of the rocks. Evasiveness falls. What are you going for? Steam Eruption. Okay. That shouldn't take me out. It did. Okay, I didn't do too much. Let's see if we can get a glimpse into how much damage that was doing. Volcanion. You are... What are your abilities? Magic Guard and Motor Drive. I feel like you have to be Motor Drive here. But a Steam Eruption, if you were Specs, would be doing a lot. I didn't even do half, so I feel like you're not even... Let me see. Like, Timid. You're, like, non-invested. So I feel like you're going to be, like, a max... Yeah, no, that's, like, a non-invested set. Okay, cool. So let's go out into Swampert here. If he catches me with the Power Herb Solar Beam, then, you know, then he got me. So, not special attack invested. Oh, no, you are Steam Eruption. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So what I can do here is I can go for a knockoff, or I can go for the flip turn. Flip turn makes the most sense. I will be slower than this thing. Just for shoots and giggles. Just for shoots and giggles. Canyon. I'm assuming you're not. Power Herb. Solar Beam. Still not killing me, even if you are like a mat. Okay, so that's fine. I'm going to go for a flip turn. Yeah. Genesis is the Latios. Hadron Engine comes out, so we know your Hadron Engine. That's not a surprise. We kind of knew that going in. Cool. We get a little flip turn DiMaggio off. I'm happy with that. I do want to keep all the pressure I can on, so I think I go into Elichick. If you're like a Scarf, I just want to... Oh, you know what? We can actually really cleanly go into Entei here. We could actually really safely go into Entei, so let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go for a Crunch. I feel like you're not staying in. I feel like you're not staying in. Let's call him Latios Soldu with the Hadron Engine. Yeah, you're not killing me here. I feel like you're not staying in because Extreme Speed could kill you. So I will go for... Yeah, I like Crunch here. Yeah. I like Crunch here. In comes... Let's see how much damage we do. We won't do much. Yeah, 0. That was a crit and that did nothing. Crit and 0 damage. That's insane. Okay, so you're going to be like max defense. Max defense. That did nothing. Volcanion. That's crazy. So we're obviously going to want to switch out here. Swampert's the obvious play, but I'll still make it. You could double into Zapdos here, or double into anybody. No matter who you double into, I'm okay though. Except the Frostlass. I prefer not to see Frostlass right here. Steamrock. You're just fishing for a burn, so that's a crit. Okay. Crit burn. That's fair. We don't really need Swampy to attack anything. So it's fine. That's fine. The burn's a little annoying, but like it's gonna happen anyway. This is like my switch into you, so it's fine. And we just flip turn again, I think. I don't think there's any reason to not flip turn here. We took out the Hydreigon. I could knock off. We'll just flip turn. It's the easiest thing to do. It just makes the most sense. We go again. If I wanted to be offensive here, what can I do? If I wanted to be offensive, because like if I go into Entei, I don't win that matchup. So what I could do is go into Elichick here and just click Hurricane. Would get a little more damage off, I think. So I think I'll do that, because I am expecting the Volcanion to be Motor Drive. So let's go into Elichick here. And we'll see a potential Scarf, perhaps. I should live any one move if you're Scarf. So I'll go for a Hurricane here. Let's get some Damaggio off. Let's get some Damaggio. God, I love Latios. What a cool Pokemon. Okay, not Scarf. Ooh, good damage. Okay, and he goes for Draco. So he's probably going to kill me here with that. Yep, so he kills me with Draco. So Joey, KO, also Latios, KO, Zapdos, which is fine. I got the damage I wanted on this thing. Not Scarf. Not Scarf. Okay, that's good news, though. Being that he's -1, is it worth it to try to go into Gara and set up? I do have the Yachi Berry for the Frostlass. Let me see if Gara... Let me see how Gara's looking at a plus. Latios. Hadron Engine. -2. -2 Draco can still kill Garchomp. That's crazy. Okay, so we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I could go into... I'm assuming that would kill... I'm assuming Aura Sphere would kill... Yeah, let's just go Verso. I think Verso makes sense here. Latios, Soldew. Aura Sphere is doing 15 to 20%. Yeah, no, I don't like that roll, so we're not doing that. We're going to go for Steel Beam here. I feel like... What's-his-face comes in? Volcanion, but I can deal with that. As long as I'm just getting chip on Volcanion, we're doing fine. I am going to reveal that I'm another Scarfer, though, so I probably shouldn't have gone Verso, but I think it's fine, because I just need to threaten this thing out. Yeah. We'll take the Latios. That's big. That's big. So, Cobalion kills Latios with Steel Beam. That's big. We like that a lot. So we're doing okay here. We're doing okay. The Terrakion, Frostlass, Tinkaton, and Volcanion. Volcanion is a huge problem for me. I still like Renoir for a couple of things here. Swampert's still really good, obviously. We'll go Swampert. Like, it's just what I have to do, so. I'm safe here in terms of, like, even if he doubles, I take a hit from anything, except Frostlass Freeze Dry. Frostlass Freeze Dry would be bad. Yep, he's just Steam Eruption. I could go for a knockoff here, which I don't hate that play at all. I don't have a lot... I don't hate that play, but also I don't hate the play. And I do have mons to pressure this if it stays in. So we'll flip turn. It just makes the most sense. Like, Itsy Bitsy. Who's this? Okay, this guy comes out. Yeah, we don't want to get freeze dried. Snow warning comes up. Okay, yeah, he is snow warning. So he's not technician. Break a potential sash there, which is good. Air balloon. Okay, popped air balloon. Snow warning. Popped air balloon. This is a switch into Verso. Every day. Every day. Actually, you know what? I could go Entei here. Does Entei outspeed? How fast is Frostlass here? Frostlass. How fast is Entei? Actually, I don't know how fast Frostlass is. 110. Oh, Frostlass is fast. You're a speedy mod. I could go Frostlass. I could go... Or not Frostlass. I could go Entei. I think Cobalion just the better answer. I have switch-ins to Volcanion. So let's just keep doing what we're doing. We just Steel Beam. Keep doing what we're doing. We'll chip down the Volcanion eventually here. Blobs. Oh, Volcanion didn't come in. That's crazy. Okay, this guy comes in. Okay. Steel Beam! Ooh, that's good damage. That's such good damage. Okay. So who do I want here? Could go Swampy, but I'm looking at a knockoff, which is actually... no, we really don't want to take a knockoff here. I think Entei's fine. I'm going to go Entei here because maybe Rocks come up here. Maybe he's AV. He's probably AV, actually, with that damage. Let me double check. Okay, switches out of Blobs. Does he go right into Volcanion? Water Juice. Okay. God, I hate this. This thing is such a problem. This thing is such a problem. Entei's still worth keeping around, though, I think, for the Terrakion. So no reason to sack Terrakion, or no reason to sack Entei here. I could see Frostlass coming in here. Yep. Nope, I did see that coming. Okay, so we have to kind of be careful. Chad comes in. Who's this? This is Terrakion? It's Terrakion. Okay. Terrakion, do you perhaps get Solar Blade? Terrakion. This I could see being Power Herb Solar Blade. Okay, you don't get Solar Blade. You don't get anything that should kill me. So let's go. The problem we're in right now is this thing could be like a setup sweeper. But we have to flip turn regardless. Okay, goes for Stone Edge. Misses a Stone Edge. Okay. This could be weakness policy. Did we see a weakness policy? No. Okay, I'll go into Verso here. Because Verso... If he's Scarf into Stone Edge, doesn't matter. If he's not Scarf, I'm faster. I kill with Snow Beam. Steel Beam. So we Steel Beam. Switches out of Chad. Bye, Chad. Tinkaton doesn't take two of these. Oh, Tinkaton... no, Tinkaton doesn't take two. Steel Beam. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Come on, Verso. Verso. Could go into Cobalion here. Or not Cobalion. Could go right into Volcanion. Mortar Juice. Zero. God, this thing is such a problem. What needs to happen is I need to get into Garchomp on one of these. Garchomp looks so good now. Man, if it ain't broke, man, why fix it? You know what I mean? If it ain't broke, why fix it? You can make the aggressive doubles and stuff, but Swampert can take one and then switch out. Unless he goes Frostlass, and then Frostlass brings in Entei, which is fine. Yeah, like, it's fine. This thing is... I hate Volcanion. Itsy Bitsy comes out. Who is that? Okay, this guy. Yeah, we don't like this thing. We don't like this thing at all. This does have the freeze dry, so we want to go hard Entei, I think, here. We really don't need Renoir anymore, but also I don't think we need to use... I think we have Entei for now. Like, we don't really need Entei that much either. So, let's get Entei in. Okay, spikes. Okay. So I'm glad we didn't let Weezing go down for nothing there. I can just go for a Sacred Fire, or I can go for a Stomping Tantrum to try to catch the thingy, but it's still not going to do much. I'll go for the Sacred Fire. I think Stomping Tantrum was a good play there. I probably should have done that. so no damage. Just for curiosity's sake, how much is a Volcanion? How much am I doing with... I need like a... Stomping Tantrum could do a lot. This thing's such a problem. If he's like max. Stomping Tantrum's doing 31 to 40%. I feel like he's just going to Steam Eruption this time. I want to get into... I want to get into Garchomp really bad. Okay, goes for Body Press. Okay. So he's definitely like a max defense build. Body Press. Yeah, he's definitely max defense. So the problem here is that if I take a second Body Press, I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to get hurt, but it's okay. I would love to knock off that leftovers, but I'm just not going to be able to here. The good news is he didn't double there. That's why I was like, ah. Okay, goes for the Body Press. He's going to take this damage. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Take your down. Okay, the good news is we can get Garchomp in here. We can get Leo Garchomp in here, and I think Garchomp is killing this thing. Even like a max defense build. Let's double check here. Volcanion. If he's max defense, which I expect him to be, call him bold. That was the wrong picture. 76 to 90. We've done a little bit of damage, but I really just need to hit things. So let's go Gara here. We're at a spot we need to hit. So we got Garchomp in. We need to attack. So let's do it. 76 to 90. He looks like he's at like 80. So there's a chance. With his leftovers. Yeah, no, he definitely lives one of anything. So that's fine. But I don't think he has Ice Beam. So that's fine. Let's Earthquake. Let's Earthquake. Gada is in for the first time this match in the finals. Gada. Do your thing, Gara. Do your thing. There's no switch-ins to this. Frostlass doesn't have Air Balloon. Tinkaton will die to the Fire Fang next turn. Terrakion is a switch-in. No, Terrakion will die. So Terrakion's a revenge killer here. So you have to give me something. Or you can take your damage on the... Okay, you're giving me... Who are you giving me? Frostlass? Does Frostlass take two of the... Frostlass might take one with the Snow Warning. Perhaps? I don't think so. Even if with a defense boost. I don't know. Oh, he does take one. Okay. And because he's faster, I definitely don't want to give him Garchomp. I know I have the... He could be like triple axle and just hit through my other thing, so I don't want to give it to him. Verso doesn't feel unsafe here. Verso doesn't feel unsafe. I like Papa here better. I like Papa here. I am surprised I did take an Earthquake. Ice Shard. Okay. Didn't want to give him. Didn't want to give him there. Even though I did have the Yachi Berry, it's not worth it to pop for that. And we can Stomping Tantrum in case the other thing wants to come in, because he might save this. We'll see how much damage we get on the Volcanion here. Probably not a lot, but... That's damage, dude. It's damage. That's not nothing. Okay. He's gonna body press again here. I've gone into Swampert every time. So now we're in like this awkward 50-50. I don't want to go into Swampert here because it's gonna take 2. So I think I'll take my damage with Entei. I have answers to Terrakion, so let's just take our damage with Entei and we can go back into Garchomp. Take our damage. Steam Eruption kills, that's fine. I didn't die, that's crazy. AV Entei goes berserk. AV Entei, baby. Living a Steam Eruption is sick. Okay, that's cool. So we'll go for a Stomping Tantrum again here. We'll go for a Tantrum. Throw a fit, Entei. Throw a fit, baby. Get mad. This is actually a good spot because if I leave this thing on a little bit of HP, I can go into Garchomp and Scale Shot, which is really good for me. Breaking this thing down is all we needed. We're in a really good spot here. Okay. So I'm going to do a little more chippies. Volcanion. Volk KOs Entei with PP. Okay, so now what I can do is I can go into... I can go into Chomp and Scale Shot, which absolutely knocks this thing out. There's no way it lives. And then with the Scale Shot, I'll be faster than Frostlass. I'll have the Ice Shard or the Yachi Berry for Ice Shard. Tinkaton dies to like a Fire Fang. Yeah, we're looking good here. Let's go into Gara. Put the foot on the gas, man. Put the foot on the gas. Sort of Ruin. With the spikes, yeah, I'm still taking an Ice Shard for sure. Scale Shot. You could switch out of this to not give me the Scale Shot boost. But that's fine because I'm still faster than Tinkaton. So I can Fire Fang it. I'm feeling okay here. Come on, Gata. Switches out, doesn't give me... Okay, so he's going to go into Tinkaton here for sure. Oh, no, he goes into Itsy Bitsy. Okay, if we hit this... We hit the Scale Shot. We knock him out. Chomp takes... Garchomp. KOs. Thingy there. Frostlass. With Scale Shot. Chad comes in. Okay, so that's like... You gotta be Scarf. Right? To go like that, you gotta be Scarf. You can bluff Scarf. If you go for Scarf CC here... I don't think... Let's go Renoir here. I feel like you Scarf CC. And then I can Willow something. You have to be Scarf. And I'm just... Yeah, you definitely kill me with a CC. Yeah, let's go Renoir here. You scared me out. That's fine. That's fine. I can either live... If I live this hit... If it's close combat, I feel like I should live. Live for Stone Edge. Okay. That was a good play. So he Scarf Stone Edge. Scarf, question mark, exclamation point. Did go for the Stone Edge. I can go into Verso here. Who I think I'm actually free to click Aura Sphere a couple of times. Let's go Verso. Be my play. I think I actually just click Steel Beam. I would have preferred not to have lost Wheezing there, but I think it was worth saving Garchomp for the Volcanion and the Tinkaton in the back. I think it was worth. Steel Beam feels so good here. I think... Okay, so you switch out of this. So you're saving that for Scarf CC. Mortar Juice comes in. You can't have enough to live these. You simply cannot have enough HP to live all this. Right? Okay. God, this thing is thick, dude. This thing is so thick. What do I want to do here? Oh, don't click buttons. Do I want to go for it? If I go for it and I don't get it, I lose. Because that Body Press will hurt really bad. I can go Swampert. And if I lose Swampert, I just go back into Garchomp. I feel like, actually, we're into a spot of the game where... We're into a very interesting part of the game here. I think I'm going to go for the roll. Let's go! Okay, Cobalion kills Volk with Steel Beam. Now, do you give me... Now, does Terrakion... It's going to come down to speed ties with Terrakion, right? If he's Scarf... and we're playing a speed tie game, it's coming down to that. Does Swampert live anything from a Cobalion or a Terrakion? Okay, this thing's back to like full. That's important. I don't like that this thing is back to like full HP. Let's go Swampy here. It's not full, but it's still low. The good news is Fire Fang will hurt this thing really badly. Goes for knockoff. I live. Snow stopped. Doesn't matter. Burn. I don't think I live a hit here. I'll flip turn. See if we get away with it. Oh, we live those. Let's go. Huge. Okay, so let's see if Garchomp is knocking this out with Fire Fighting. First of all, let's see if Cobalion... Let's see Tinkaton's, like, set here. Steel Beam would have been doing about that to non. So we don't think it's AV. He's Regenerator, so Garchomp is actually so free to come in here and Earthquake because he's not Levitate because he's been getting health back. So I think we go into Garchomp and I think we Earthquake. And then it comes down to a speed tie with... Yeah, we Earthquake here. And then it comes down to a speed tie with Terrakion. I think that's how this game goes. Earthquake. Oh, you're Scarf. Didn't expect that. I did not expect Scarf Tinkaton. Alright, Chomp KOs. Garchomp KOs Tinkaton with EQ. Chad comes in. I just let you KO Chad here because I just let you KO Garchomp. Because Garchomp's not doing anything else anyway. CC. Okay, so Tarak kills Garchomp with CC. I don't think there's any world Swampert lives one, so I think it just comes down to a speed tie. Let me see if Cobalion lives or kills at plus or minus 1. Terrakion, Choice Scarf. Aurasphere at -1. Aurasphere is always killing if he's -1. Could go for Steel Beam just to make sure. If he like max speed, he's gonna be like max attack. I think I'm safe to go for the Aurasphere here. Or I go into Swampy and make you close combat twice. Because it's gonna come down to the speed tie anyway. So let's go Swampy. Get him to -2 if he is Scarf. That way, guaranteed, Aurasphere does kill. Because it's going to come down to that regardless. Okay. Trak kills Swampert. All right. Here it is. It's a 50-50. 50-50 for the SPL Finals, baby. Come on, Verso. Come on, Verso. He's -2. Aurasphere is guaranteed to kill. Oh, he's not Scarf. He's Endure. Custap Endure. He's not Scarf. He's not Scarf. Custap Berry. So now it's going to be a speed tie. No, Custap gives him priority. Ah! That's so good, dude. That's so good. What a good set. Oh, GG's, man. Custap Berry. Freaking G's to Joey. Congratulations, man. What a game. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. GG's. Took the champion down to 1 HP. That was so good, man. That was so good. Bluffed the Scarf early. That was crazy. Heckin' G, man. Congratulations, Joey. What a pleasure. And you know what? To make finals is so insane. I'm so proud to make finals, man. And to take him down to 1 HP. I have no complaints. Obviously would have loved to win there, but that was a really cool set. GG's, man. And that's been a great season. Great SPL season. Couldn't bring it home on for it, but what can you do, man? That's the GOAT for a reason. I'm going to get the flocking out of here. Wonderful season. Make sure you guys are following everybody in the league. Had so much fun. And I'm going to get out of here. Goodbye, guys. Have a good one. Yo, what's up, guys? Just finished up with the battle here. I've kind of gone and reflected on my day. I want to come back. And it's a tough loss, man. It's a tough loss. It hurts to take Joey down to 1 HP of his last Pokemon. But, man, you know, so quick end of the game there. I'm still happy with my plays. Obviously, Joey bluffed the Scarf incredibly well. On Terrakion into the Garchomp there. I was +1 on Garchomp. And he went straight into Terrakion, didn't even think about it, and then went for the Stone Edge and killed Weezing. So he bluffed Scarf incredibly well there because he switched right out. And you know what? Like, at the end, I would rather lose on a great Joey set of Custap Endure Close Combat Terrakion than lose like a speed tie. Because I could have lost that game on a speed tie. It was 50-50. It was 50-50. I would much rather lose to Joey being the GOAT than a 50-50 speed tie. So you know what? I'm so happy. And honestly, again, at the beginning of the season, I was invited to this. I'm still kind of new coming back to Draft League. I've only done one before this league. And I'm in PPL again as well. And if you told me at the start of the season with the stacked roster of like Joey, Swave, Shuckle King, Callum, Seabat, Olivia, like that's a stacked roster. Oh, Nexus, I didn't get to play Nexus. I wasn't dissing Nexus. I didn't get to play him. Yo, Nexus, if you're watching this, I want to play. Like, let's just play with our rosters, man. I want to get to play it. With that stacked roster, I wasn't expecting to do very well in this league at all. And so to go to the finals and take Joey Pokeaim, the Go MD, down to 1 HP of his last Mon, forcing him to dig into his bag of the GOAT to beat me, you know what, man, you can't be upset with that. You cannot. And I'm so happy. Like I said, I'm so happy with the season. I just want to give a huge shout out to Seabad, to John, to Thomas. We got Grum and we got Mitch in our team prep Discord. I would not have done nearly as well this season without their help. With all the mocks and the team prep and the ideas, man, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for helping me. And it's fun, man. It was fun. It was really fun to go to the finals. It was really fun to play Joey again. And now, fun fact, I'm sure you guys hear I am in a new league coming out called the BUBL, the Bubby Ultra Battle League. And I actually played Joey again week 1 in that. So you guys will get to see me play Joey again next week after this goes up. So that's actually so funny. So there's no break in the draft league content. We're going right into another league. Just 1 league this time. We're not doing 2. And I want to thank you guys for all the support across the 2 leagues. I'm sure I'll have a goodbye for you guys in PPL as well. But it was fun, man. Great season, great league. Make sure, like, seriously, make sure you guys follow all the coaches in SPL here. I had so much fun, and it was so nice of them to invite me. I'm really thankful, man. But that's it for me. I'm gonna stop being sappy. Thank you guys for a great season, and keep rooting for us. As of this moment, I don't know, I forget where the PPL is at the moment. I'm in semifinals of the PPL, so by the time you see this, you should see my semifinals match that I won. No, sorry, I won the quarterfinals match. So you'll see that I'm in the semifinals match. So we're going strong in that. Hopefully we can take home a championship there because we missed this one. But then we're going into the BUBL, which is another stacked roster. So we'll see how that goes, man. But I'm going to get the flocking out of here. Thank you guys for a great season, and I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.